Hey guys, I'm Nick. Today I'm going to talk to you about this 3D printed prop. There's a gentleman who designed this on the Old Town Facebook forum. He shared the file. I wanted to print it. I had to know for myself whether or not it worked. I have not used it yet. I wanted to give you guys my first impressions. You know, it's cool to see a photo of it, but until you actually hold it in your hands, it's really hard to have any idea what it will do. Now, when I first saw this, and when I first saw some posts about it a while back and some videos about it, I was pretty skeptical. I didn't say anything out loud about it on any of the forums or anything, because I know the guy put a lot of hard work into this. He designed this same thing for trolling motors made by Minn Kota, but the difference is he had to downsize it. Now, I don't know the exact dimensions on the one he makes for the trolling motors, but I saw some post where they had a guy who was test fitting it, and they made a little prototype and had to cut some stuff off and make it shorter so it would come out of the hole in the middle of the kayak. I wanted to print it because dimensions are important, right? The first thing I noticed after printing it was a huge difference in size. That is huge. It's very, very substantial. It's going to make a large difference while you're on the water. Now, I haven't used it yet, but my first thoughts are it's not going to perform as well. If it was, 3 inches longer, each blade was 3 inches longer, I could see it having the same performance, if not doing a little bit better, being more efficient. Obviously, Old Town's owned by Johnson Outdoors, who owns a trolling motor company. They have a ton of technology when it comes to this prop stuff. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to work, but I'm curious to see the results. I'm grateful that Adam shared it on the page. It made it easy for me to print up real quick. I printed a bunch of them. I ended up printing it in 3 different materials. Here's a different material, just to see how it would hold up and stuff. But obviously it has to move the kayak first. So tomorrow morning will be the first time I put it on the water and see what happens. Pretty excited about it. You never know. Maybe it is a little bit more efficient. Maybe it's easier on your legs. Maybe it's slower overall, but easier to pedal. Maybe it's faster. Who knows? That's something we're going to find out at first light. I will do a follow-up video and give you guys some more thoughts, let you know how it performs. If it performs well, I'll pull out the GPS and I will get a speed, let you guys know if I can feel a difference. One thing about it is, you're not, when it's hooked to a trolling motor, you're putting out, say, 55 pounds of thrust, and, you're controlling it, using the dial and setting it on 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. When you're pedaling, I don't know if you have enough leg power to really change how efficient it will be, or put out enough torque or more torque, or change it. It's a pretty efficient system for what it is, with steady cruising speeds like 3.5 miles per hour with the stock propeller. I just don't think it's going to do it. I am curious to see it though, and I will give you guys a follow-up video. If you guys have any questions or want me to look into anything while I'm testing it, just leave a comment below and I will make it happen. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, and I look forward to you booking your next adventure.